Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops.
All that noise in the gym is going to affect that.
We good. Boxing Ego with Troy King.
We out here. We in the bag.
Nah, I just got back from New York late last night.
Watching that AB fight.
Yeah,
shout out to my nigga AB for not getting stopped, having a decent performance.
Broner, Garcia.
A tough Mikey.
What's your takeaways from the fight? Would you think you picked Broner? Why was it different? Why did it play out different, do you think?
I think it was like due towards the, I think he just looked sharper at 147, but he did make the weight. People probably thought he wasn't going to make the weight. He made it, but it still was detrimental to the fight. He didn't look as strong and explosive. And in my opinion, well, in my experience, that's what I'm gonna start saying. In my experience from boxing, you know, sometimes you can make the weight, but you don't look good at it. He didn't look like he had the umph. You know, he just didn't have it. I didn't see Mikey doing anything out of the norm that anybody has never done anything that Mikey hasn't done before. What else? But Mikey is a very technical, smooth. He's smooth at the same time technical.
Was his defense better than you thought, Mikey Garcia?
No, it wasn't.
Why do you think Broner?
He stays in position. Actually, how Mikey fights is how Virgil teaches people to fight. But it comes out a little bit different from Mikey because his brother has a lot of experience, you know, in the pro ranks. Championship level, you know what I mean? But Mikey is a very smooth, technical fighter, but I still don't think he's naturally more talented than Adrien Broner. He is more technically sound, but he still doesn't move his head. He's still a good little fighter, but 47, him going up there will be a stretch. He wants big money fights, and I can tell at this point he don't care if he win or lose. He just wants the big money fights because he's been boxing for so long. But 140 could be good. He should either fight Jorge Linares or
what about Robert Easter Jr.?
Or Robert Easter before he get in there with Terrence.
What weight do you think he'd be better based on what you've seen there? Do you think 135 is his natural weight now or 140?
Garcia?
Yes.
How long he been at 135?
2 fights.
2 fights?
Or 1 fight really. He beat Dejan's Latishin. Is that? Other fight was like
he definitely should fight at 135 a little bit more. Where you at? We working out? Yes? Alright. You on your way? Alright, here I come. I think that he'll be better at 135. There's no need to rush it. But if he can't make the weight, man, even if he can make it, it's still not good because you're not going to get the best performance at your weight. You want to be able to perform your best, to have the best chance to win. And I don't think, even though Adrien made the weight, I've seen him look a lot better and a lot more explosive and a lot stronger at 47. His first part of his career, he fought at 130. He beat Ponce de Leon. Then he went to 135. How many fights do you have at 135?
DeMarco, Gavin Reese.
Then
I don't know if the Escobedo maybe.
Yeah, I
was
think
that 35?
35 or 30, one of the two.
And then the Eloy Perez, I don't remember if that was 30 or 35.
That was 30, I think. But it could have been 35. But he spent enough time in them 130s, man. And he took 4. We already said that he took 4 fights at 140. And it's time for AB to go to 147, man. I know a lot of people say 140 is good for him, but it's not. It's not. Unless he can come in exactly at 140, and that still not might be good because you just don't have all your strength. And AB's style and the way he boxes is based on how strong he is. You know what I'm saying? He already don't let his hands go that much, but I've seen him let his hands go way more at higher weights. And it don't matter the power, it don't matter. Because even when he was in there with Maidana, he was letting his hands go more. You know what I'm saying?
So why don't you think he let his hands go versus Mikey? Do you think it's because Mikey was accurate in timing and power?
No, because even the Broner was in a high guard a lot, and a lot of those punches was hitting his gloves. He did land some clean punches. He did land some clean punches. He did land some clean punches, but a lot of the punches were hitting his gloves. And I don't think it was the power, because when Broner get hit with power, he's on shaky legs. You know what I'm saying? He got hit by Sean Porter in the first round when Sean Porter rushed him, and it kind of like shook him a little bit. And we all seen when he got hit by Maidana what it looked like when he hurt. So I think that it would be more beneficial if Broner got a 147, because he could take punches better, and his style derives more on better when he's a non-mover. He's standing right in front of you, he's gonna bust your shit open.
Do you think the Maidana fight has forced him or put something into his head where he's more cautious, and that's not one of the reasons he's not letting his hands go?
No, because he got in there with John Molina, who's a hard puncher, and he got cracked, and he stood there.
But John Molina was trying to box him.
I know, but John Molina still hit him with a hard ass right hand in that fight.
But he wasn't being the normal pressure fighter.
I know, it ain't about the pressure, it's how hard the man hit you. And once you get hit hard, if a man trying to box you, it changed your. For example, when Victor Postol was coming to Terrence Crawford like an idiot, and Terrence Crawford leaned to the side and cracked him in his fucking chin, he started backing up immediately. It had nothing to do with the pressure. It had to do with how hard he got hit upside his chin. So John Molina, even though he was trying to box him, he cracked Broner, and Broner still took it like a champ because his weight was at a different weight. Even when he was in there with Sean Porter, he was holding because Sean Porter is awkward, but he still took the punches better. He was still like boom, boom, and he was catching Sean with some shit. But at that lighter weight, I wouldn't want to take no punches either. Like, you don't feel strong, and you know that inside. I don't care what people tell you in front of the camera. It's just, you know, and you might not let that out because you don't want to make it seem like you got excuses, but you know, that coming in at that weight, man, at 138, he kind of overdid it, trying to prove a point. And I think that kind of hurt him, but Mikey Garcia is still pretty good fighter, but he's still basic though. He showed me that he's a good fighter, but Adrien Broner still hurting, visibly hurting to the body, visibly, at least 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Frozen. So that's saying Adrien Broner's still the heavier puncher, and everybody was saying that he was gonna knock him out. And I didn't see the power. I didn't see the power. I seen the sharpness. I seen the technical punches and all of that, but I didn't see the power. You know what I mean? And I know what Mikey Garcia's power feel like, because he fight like a guy. He fight like this guy named Wolf in Virgil training. Shout out to my man Wolf, good fighter from Georgia. He Georgia by Russia, not Georgia in the States. And Wolf has like not hard, like crazy power, but you can, that thump, you feel it a little bit. So you be like, oh, you know what? And he ain't the fastest, but it's like he's exactly like Garcia's speed. He's just technical and keeping boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And them punches, sometimes you go, oh, I feel that shit. And he do got good timing during the exchange. He catch you with a hook. But AD will be back, man. And
so he shouldn't retire? Some people are saying he should retire and stuff like that.
Who is saying that though?
Some fans.
People who never boxed before say that. But all the greatest fighters got like 4 and 5 losses. And did they retire? No, they took some time off. They came back, refocused, and won championships at higher weights. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You just gotta keep your focus, keep your confidence up, and your focus on yourself. That's what I learned from people in my life. You focus on yourself to build yourself up. Don't do anything for anybody else. Do it for you first. That's what I've learned from people in my life, dealing with different people. Do it. Got to. Focus on it.
What do you want to see next for Broner? What's a good, like if you were a matchmaker, who would you put him in there with coming off a loss?
Diego Chavez. Diego Chavez would be a good fight. He's a good fighter. When he stepped up in competition, he's looked decent, he's looked good. He looked good against Keith Thurman until he lost. He got a draw with Tim Bradley. But Keith Thurman will beat anybody, bro. He's arguably the best welterweight. But at the same time, Diego Chavez will be a good fight. Diego Chavez. So when that fight happened, I need my points on that for making that happen. Because niggas is watching our interviews and then they going saying the shit that we said, and getting credit for it. You feel me?
What about
straight from Africa, baby?
What about
Ancestry.com.
What about Adrien Broner versus Brandon Bam Bam Rios? He came back, had a win. They had an exchange of words, and back in the day when Rios was with Top Rank, what about that at 47?
That'd be a good fight because Brandon Rios, he puts pressure, but he doesn't throw a lot of punches, but he does put pressure. Yep, and that'd be a good fight. But right now, you know what? I would just, if I was Broner, I'd take some time off. You know what I'm saying? His problem is he doesn't turn down fights. It's not ducking when you turn down fights. Timing is everything. I think he should, that is just a beautiful thing. Timing don't even fucking look that way. Timing is everything. I think he should take some time off, let his body heal. He been fighting for a long time, bro. He needs to take a break. He takes hard fight after hard fight. And a lot of people give credit to all these other fighters, like any fighter, man. But Broner don't never duck motherfuckers. He don't never turn down fades. He do what the fans say boxers should do. And even when he lose, then motherfuckers be on his ass, but he still didn't turn down the fight. He still got in there and tried. I don't see the problem. Like, I get it when he talking shit, but nigga, you gotta build the fight. That's part of the promotion. You know what I mean? So I think he should just take some time off for a little bit. Still stay in the gym. Work on some of his craft, his deficiencies, not what he good at. Work on his inside fighting. Work on his boxing ability. You know what I mean? Get some tutelage from Floyd, because I heard him say Floyd don't ever help him. But man, ask that man, hey bro, tell me what to do. Fuck all this, you better train. Give me specific details, specific technical details on how to do stuff. Like he do Tank. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it'll work. Or Spartan nigga, something, you know what I mean? But he'll be back, man. Niggas always talking about retirement shit. Sugar Ray Leonard lost to Roberto Duran. He lost to Terry. They took some time off, came back, had a mediocre performance, stopped somebody, retired again, came back, fought Terry Norris, got beat up, came back, won the super middleweight title. Like, come on, man. Niggas can come back. But that's how they do niggas, man. That's how they do you. You know what I mean? But shit, Adrien Broner is nice to me. Mikey Garcia is good. I still think Adrien Broner is more talented, but Mikey Garcia is better technically. And those are two different things. But Broner does have good technical skills. You know what I mean? But it's just, with that pro game, you gotta have talent, technical skills, and a strategic game plan, and you have to carry it out. If that plan doesn't work, you have to have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, elemental P.
Just like the Canelo versus Chavez Jr. fight, do you think Broner's past, like, publicized out of the ring antics and maybe bad camps, partying, hanging out, rap tours, do you think that even though he got
even with all that said, he still be with a 4-time champ?
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, do you think with those things, it looked like he was training very hard? Do you think that even though he was training real hard, it was maybe a culmination of those mishaps?
No, I think it was every individual camp. I think he looked, listen, I'm only telling you what I see. He was come off partying and didn't have good fights and decent performances. Then I'm not saying he should party and do all the shit he doing, but I'm saying when he was doing that, he was having decent performances, but then he was fighting at higher weights. But then when he actually buckled down and totally focused, as we seen, you know, from what we know, then he had his worst performance. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it was at a weight that probably wasn't comfortable for him all the way. So I think if he do the same thing he's done, but fight at 47, he'll be a lot better. So you have to assess the two things you did. You gotta say, okay, this camp I pushed my heart. And this is what people don't understand. That is so demoralizing as a fighter when you trained your fucking hardest. Shout out to HitFit, and then you lose when you trained your hardest. And then you have mediocre camps, and then you win. You like, what the fuck is that about? But it's all about the weight cut and the game plan, and then the matchups. Like, if you gonna fight Mikey Garcia, you have to fight Mikey Garcia at 147 and then still have the best camp ever. Because then you're more comfortable at the weight. You'll have more energy and more gas to do what you need to do. shit, he might still lose, but it would still not look the same. If if Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. would have fought Canelo at 168, completely different fight. No matter what, people can say what the fuck they want to say. If it would have been, if it wasn't that serious of a weight cut, then he would have just fought him at 168. But he chose to do that for a reason, because he didn't want a full Chavez in there. That's just what it is.
Where can the fans follow you?
Man, the fans can follow me at Sports Connect Us. Listen, you gotta download this app, man. It's the most important app out here in these streets right now. Why is you in my interview, bud? I'm just playing. Come on, bro. I turned you up. You was about to be mad. I turned you up. Go ahead, bro. I know Miguel on your nerves. You gotta download Sports Connect Us, man. Listen, you download the app. Me and Ego gonna come out there and see y'all. You gonna see me spar all these trolls that be out here. You gonna see me spar these motherfuckers that you wanna see me spar. And we gonna get out here and we'll keep it pushing. Download Sports Connect Us. And after that, follow my fan page at Killatainment on Facebook, at Killatainment on Twitter. You gotta hit me up on Twitter, man. I'm getting my Twitter together. Hit me at Killatainment on Snapchat, at Killatainment on IG. Killatainment every which way, man. Follow the shit. I'ma beat your ass when I see you.